All right, so back to the AI color palette picker. Um, so last time we left off and we kind of had it working, but everything that we do breaks it. So if I click this, it's just gonna break the app. See, yeah, and it hates that 0xFF. So we got to fix that. And best way to fix that is just to change the prompt. So I figured out I was having problems with the 0xFF. Turns out we can get rid of it on all of these. So I'm just going to go in and do that and remove it here. And then there's a way that I can actually parse it as an integer um, and get around all the problems that I've been having. So did some research while the stream was off. So that fixes the prompt. Now let's look at the actual variables. So temp int. So what we're going to do is add temp response colors. Sorry. At the current index. And that will add it to the new thing. Let's see what's the issue here. Temp int. That's right. So now the other thing is I've got a list of colors. I want this to be a list of ints. That breaks the code right here. So let's go down and so this is the workaround, right? So instead of response colors, because we're getting an integer, so we're gonna wrap this in color int dot parse, and then in a string we're gonna do 0xFF. Let's reload this. So, oh shoot, let's see if this works. If this does, then I wasted so much time yesterday. Where's it getting 0x from? Color codes, I'm gonna say without the symbol. So let's try this again. So if I ask it for Google's brand colors, it should return a list. What's going on? And we're gonna make it a list of strings. Okay, so let's see. I know I've done something dumb somewhere, right? Okay. So we're going to say a JSON array of color codes as strings. One more time. So here we go. If we go in now, this should be it. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Okay. So we've got the list. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now all we need to do is create the containers. So we're going to create a custom widget, which we should already have, called selected color tile. And this line of code is going to be really helpful. So I actually did this last time. Selected color. Let's just do string. And I'm going to add this to my notes real quick. Okay. And then let's just walk through it again. So because I should remember this. So selected color should be wrapped. Not just in that, but also in quotes. And then in squigglies. Oh wait, actually no, we didn't need the squigglies. So what we want to do is wrap it in quotes and do 0xff. And this is going to be an int dot parse. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. And these are, in fact, Google's colors, right? Boop, 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 boop. So now let's say Van Gogh's Starry Night. And the list should get cleared at the end of each of these. So, sorry. Let me do that. So right now it's adding to the list. So we've got all of these, which is cool, but we don't want the Google colors anymore. But yeah, this is awesome and super easy when you know what you're doing. For me, it was really hard. So um Google's brand colors, beautiful sunset, trendy tech startup, prompt options. So we have this response colors, and every time we send a request, before we add anything, we want to empty response colors. So we'll just do response colors clear. And now if I ask something again, like let's say I say frog, psychedelic frog. It'll probably give like greens, vibrant. Yep, but it updated the list. So that's pretty much the whole app. The only other thing I wanted to do is maybe add a little bit of separation. Add a container around the outside so you can tell which colors are which. And if there's a white, then it would refresh with it. And then make them a little bigger, and I'll add the hex value to the actual thing. So that'll be really easy. Color. So actually, I did that at one point. I can just undo it. Now we have that. Edge inset symmetric, horizontal. We'll do 5 and 8. Okay. So that is the whole app. So just that last thing that I want to do is, well, first let's add the box decoration. So border, box border, dot, lerp. Let's see, border. Let's do border all. Just see what that looks like. I mean, honestly, that's good enough for this. Let's get some text. How do we want to do this? I'm actually going to add a little bit of margin. We're going to add a little more height. Let's make this like way too much. We can do maybe 75. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 65. And then what do we want to do? We want to add a little bit of padding. Sorry, we want to add a little bit of margin. Horizontal 3. Nice. Okay, and then the last thing that I want to do is create a gesture detector. So when I click one of these, it copies the value to my clipboard. So let's search how to do that. Let's see. So I actually remember there was a Fireship video where he does this. Let's see if I can find it. It was called something like five apps in 5 minutes. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what on click. On press, set color, entry. Color name, color, set state. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see what his set color method is. Shared preferences. Get instance. Get instance. Get instance. Get instance. Okay, so maybe he doesn't actually copy to clipboard. But either way, there's a package called clipboard package. Let me actually search. Let's see. Flutter services.dart. I'm just going to steal this. So super easy to do this. We're just going to wrap this widget in a gesture detector. And then we're going to create a on tap method. And I'm just going to paste their code. Import services text is going to be selected color. So now, if I click FF, let me restart this. Let me restart this. I think clipboard is a preference that you have to give permission to. Let's go. That was so easy. That was literally so easy. Okay, so that's that up. So let's just save this real quick. And file, we're actually going to create a new Flutter project. Let me save this one. File. Sorry. We're going to create a new Flutter project. Call it. So this one, just to totally transition, what I'm doing right now is I'm going to create ChatGPT 4, my own version of it, because if you look at the ChatGPT website, you can get access to the GPT-4 model, but it's $20 a month. And I'm cheap, and I'd rather build my own device than have to pay for someone else's. And then I only have to pay for what I use. So what I'm going to be doing is trying to build a ChatGPT mobile app as fast as possible. So let's get started. I'm going to be doing it for every device. And I came up with a pretty good name, which is GPT for cheap. I was going to do GPT for free, but the problem with that is that it's not actually free. There's a tiny cost, so we'll do GPT-4. Get it? GPT-4 cheap. Or GPT for cheap. So let's finish that. Oh, got it. All right, GPT for cheap. Here we go. Creating a new Flutter project, and we're going to do it in this window. And you know the drill, we're going to be running it the same way we did the last one, which is we're just going to pull up the starter code that I have from a template that I made for AI apps. So let's get that up. I'm just going to take the whole thing. And paste it. And we're going to have some problems. So let's go ahead and fix those right now. I actually want to also take this. So let's do this. New directory. We're going to create a new directory called components. And then in that, we're going to paste chat response block. So let's go back here. We get the API link and everything from Constance. So let's also post that, close it out. And then the final thing is we need HTTP. We can get that pretty easy from just copying it here. And we just paste it in the pubs by Campbell. So this will give us a fully working starter application. And I'll show you what that looks like right here. So let's get this started. Unfortunate. Oh wait, never mind. It's right here. Okay. So let's go ahead and just launch this, see if it works. Oh, it's not gonna, now that I think about it. Oh wait, actually it may. And while this is loading, I'm just gonna keep going on the course. Of course, like I said last time, you shouldn't be able to hear anything, because of course it's someone else's course. Um, but let's see if we can. Okay. So right now we have this basic GPT app. Let's just make a few revisions. The first one that I want to do is to update the name. So let's call this GPT for cheap. Cheap GPT would have been a, we'll do that down here. So let's do in here we're actually going to bring back the widget dot title. That'll change that, GPT for cheap. And let's do sorry, lowercase because it's going to bother me. And then chat GPT, we're going to say GPT. Write a thank you, suggest fun activities. So let's say if I say write a thank you note, then I'll get back a response. The problem with this is that I am not using the right model. So that's the next thing that we have to change is GPT-4. Let's see if that works. So if I say because that is not the right API. So let's see. So it looks like GPT-4 is the name of the model. So it definitely was working. So I'm going to pull up the OpenAI API real quick. Oh, choices 0 message. No, it's still the same. So let's see. Text generation. Do quick start models. Let's look at the pricing on GPT-4 and GPT-4 Turbo. Maybe an overview? Is there pricing? So GPT-4 Turbo is actually probably the best. It looks like it's cheaper. 1 cent. Let's just try this. I don't need vision. Okay. So all I want to do right now, because it doesn't look like it's actually working, so um, all I want to do is make sure that I... Oh, that scared me. That was the baby monitor. um, so let's restart this. And all I want to do is print um, I'm just going to print the entire response and see what we get. So if I say, what can you help me with? Error the model GPT-4 1106 preview. Okay, we'll do this one. Let's just search. Let's just see this. So we'll pull this up over here. And let's just see. One's It's weird that it says that I don't have. GPT-4 1106 preview. So this should be it. Let me just restart the whole app. And we'll see. So if I say suggest fun activities, either it doesn't exist or you do not have access to it. Oh no. I have to pay $1 or more to get the GPT-4 API. And I think I've only paid like 1 penny. Let's see if there's a way to get access without. Let's see. Let's make sure it's man, so that's unfortunate. Because I haven't given them enough money, I don't actually have access to the GPT-4 API. So let me see. Let me see if there's a way around this. Let's see. GPT-4 8x content is deployed to all users. Okay, GPT-4. Let's try just GPT-4. Um, Okay. So now I'm gonna have to figure out how to spend $1 on um, GPT. So let's go to Playground because they said you can test it in Playground. Um, okay, I'm gonna sit down. So it looks like I got paywalled pretty hard by OpenAI, and I can't make my GPT cheap app until I spend enough money to actually get access to their GPT-4 Turbo. So let me see if I can do that right now. How much have I used? I've used 1 penny, less than 1 cent. But I think let's do billing. GPT-4 access. Yeah, I'm not sure for anyone watching if you have any workarounds, but let's see if there's a workaround for getting the GPT-4 API without paying. Simply purchase 50 cents of credits. Okay, so it looks like if I cancel and pay, oh, because I don't think I have a payment plan right now. Um, so I'll have to do that after the stream. What I do want to do, that's kind of unfortunate that I got paywalled by ChatGPT. So let me just make sure that the camera is still on me. Looks like I'm good. So in this stream, I'm actually feeling pretty good about it because we did the AI color app. So let me just show you this. Actually, I can show it to you here. So we made a AI color app where I can describe anything and it will give me a color palette based on that. So I could say, I don't know. Let's just do one of the options. Let's do a beautiful sunset. And it gives a color palette based on that. I could say Naruto and I don't even know how to spell his name. Let's just do Naruto and the hidden leaf. And it gives more Naruto looking colors, I could say. And then the other app, which we have similar style because it's using the template, right, is the GPT-4 app. And GPT for cheap, or cheap GPT, instead of chat GPT. And the problem is we're getting paywalled. So that'll be a to-do for tomorrow. So the next thing that I really want to do, I'm actually going to start a new project, is to do something on embedding. So I'm going to go through more of the course right now, and hopefully he'll explain embeddings and we can, I can get started with it. So there are two other projects, which are an automatic code reviewer. Let me actually see if Flutter has tick token. So Flutter does have a tick token package. Turning tokens into text. You can actually create encodings with huh. So I'm actually going to go through and watch that. So actually I probably shouldn't display that. But Let's keep progressing a little bit. Mm. You know what? I'm getting super tired. So I think I'm gonna call it. In the next stream, I should have the GPT-4 payments set up. Um, and then I also should have, or I'll also be starting to work on, hopefully, the next big project, which is a Spotify playlist curator. So you could say, create me a playlist based on Halloween, and it would automatically log into your Spotify, create an entire playlist, and then um, submit that. So that sounds exciting. Tune into the next one. All right. Thanks for watching.